my first hatchet that I would hew with, this broad hatchet, this plumb, I hung it poorly on a bad handle. This is one of my, first couple of handles, and I did a very bad job. You can see I did not remove I did not chamfer the inside of the eye, so there's a huge shelf. It's not like, okay, so I just want to talk about the shelf problem. It's not like you can't use it for a pretty long time with a shelf, hatchets especially. Once you get to axes, it matters a lot more. There's a lot more force going on. So this shelf gets real nasty, and that can eventually be a breaking point. With a hatchet, you don't really put that much force into it. I mean, you put some good force into it. I did break a handle once. I had a healing hatchet. I don't know if someone told me that there's no catalog that ever describes one of these as a healing hatchet, so I'm feeling anxious about saying that wrong if I am. I didn't look into it. That's just what he said. Ended up not finishing that story, but it's a short one. I basically put my other broad hatchet on about a 17 to 19-inch handle, and I used to really swing it hard, and it had some run out, and it did break, and I think I had a shelf on that one as well, so just shows that the shelf really can matter. I'm not sure what broke it, but you know, definitely think about it. Oh, was it the shelf? Who knows? Nice little hatchet. This steel is a little soft, but that might be because this bevel is a little thinner than it should be. I might put a secondary bevel on it. But you can see it's rough. I haven't touched it in a while. There's some nicks. Might also be some... No, that's a nick. So that's a nick. You can see it's a little, and then over here, a little rough. Yeah. So it's a one-hand hatchet, and I use it for flattening and thinning. But this was uncomfortable for me, so I made a different one. I think this one's a little heavier, but I like this handle more. This is more of a vintage style handle, and it works pretty nicely. It's not very uncomfortable. Let me show you how that's about where my hand. This is really comfortable up here in the neck, in the thin area. Very nice and comfortable, which is important for a hewer. But you also want to be able to choke up or go back on it and get some more power sometimes. But this isn't really meant for too hard of use. There's bigger, broad hatchets, I guess you could say, or better broad hatchets for really going at it. This is just a really nice straight bit hewer. One of the problems with the handle I made is that, as you can see, I treated it like a bent handle. So it doesn't have really a hook per se. Like here, it doesn't really it kind of looks like it just goes straight down, but as you can see, there's missing material a little bit, right? Um, but because it's essentially a straight handle, you know what? Honestly, it's maybe an interesting idea to do it like that. A hatchet that is bent, straight bent. Actually, maybe this is how I'm going to do the lumberman's pattern. I'm just going to stretch this out as the lumberman's pattern I make. Interesting. Anyway, the real problem with it is just so square. So look how square it is, or more of a rectangle, but it's a little too thin. And it just was uncomfortable to use for me. It's not the right shape for my hands. I'll show you a nice, here is this is meant for a 1 pound hatchet. And look, so it's a lot thinner, but let's see if it's wider. Yeah, it looks like it's wider in this dimension. and it's for a lighter hatchet. So that just goes to show maybe you need a little bit of a wider handle um, than this. This might be too small in this dimension where I'm pinching. This is a house axe, which is closer to a 2 pound handle. Two to, actually, house axes can get pretty big. It could be up to a full size axe, but this one was for a 2 pounder probably. And look where my hands meet up on this compared to this. I don't even know the right way. Interesting. So maybe flats matter more than flats here. Because that's what I was definitely doing. This is a little more rounded, but I can't have it sharp. Like if I hold it up here where it wouldn't be hung there because look, the axe stopped right here. Um, but if I did, that would hurt. That would be a hot spot for me. I don't like kind of sharp edges, so I round them. The front would be okay, but the back needs some more width. That's what it would be. Back just needs a little more width.
That shoulder looks goofy too. Oh.
All right, guys. I just got attacked by bees in the other location. So really quick, I just wanted to show you guys. I've seen a big inefficiency with people mostly splitting firewood. People that get to cross cutting, it's not really a big issue with them. This is what I've seen, and I'll show you sideways. I've seen people working harder to bring the axe up than to bring it down. So they're going like this. They're swinging it up as hard as they can. That's not where the work happens. The work happens on the down, and really you're only forcing it. Just that initial throw is when you're actually putting energy in. So while the heavy head is hard to pick up, I want people that are beginners to think about, you're just bringing it up as efficiently as you can. You're not doing more work to smash it up than you are to throw it down, okay? And there's my bee sting.